Man, he is wearing her out. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Eligible Monsters Listcussion.
Listcussion.
I'm not even going to try and know how many of these things we're going to talk about.
Oh my gosh.
But today's episode is brought to you by Starbucks. And we're going to talk about the weirdest sex scenes in video games. They'll never become a real sponsor now.
Oh my gosh.
Starbucks is like, nope. We're done here.
So,
don't need
for those of you guys who
any
are new to the channel,
Stop. Stop.
Everyone does list videos. Everyone does, and all the information is the exact same thing. You can't deny that. If anything, what culture will do a top 10 list, and then Gamer Rant or whatever will do a top 8 list, and Game Ranks will do a top 12 list, and they're all mostly the same topics. Yeah. And the fact of the matter is, it's the same thing across the board. There's only so many video games. So we decided to do this the fun way. We're going to pull up all of those lists, go through them, and discuss them.
Yes.
Listcussion.
Let's do it.
Listcussion.
Let's do it.
So today we're going to be starting off by going into the weirdest sex scenes. Now, there's quite a few of these lists out there. Some of them require you to actually see the scene, and while you will see it on the screen over there, these two cannot. So if I can't describe it, we're not going to put it on the list.
Maybe we've actually played the games and we'll actually be able to picture it.
You will.
Like which ones?
I will.
Well, maybe you will. I'll bring up some of them, and I'll be like, and that you just have to see it. Moving on, okay?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So Natalie, you're going to keep track this time, since I'm horrible at keeping track of the numbers.
Absolutely. You
okay.
can
So
count
what number
on
are we
me.
on?
1.
Okay. I'm going to start at the top. What if I told you there's a video game out there that is so unbearably bad that they couldn't even redeem themselves with a sex scene? Ride to Hell Retribution.
I have never seen it.
It's a game where you're a biker going on like a biker adventure. I don't even know. It's one of the worst games ever produced. There is a sex scene that you can earn in the game. Everyone has sex completely cloaked.
Cloaked?
Clothed.
Oh, clothed.
Yes.
What? How?
Just they don't take their clothes off. I'm going to show you this one scene right here.
I guess he sticks it through the hole in the jeans.
There you go. Just.
Oh. Well, technically, okay, no, listen, there's a difference between...
No. They're wearing pants and stuff too. Everything's clothed.
You got the hot coffee mod from GTA.
That's all. We're not there yet. So they are fully clothed the entire time.
Oh, man.
Okay.
He's got the GTA San Andreas hot coffee mod on there.
Can you not jump ahead of us, Rob?
Because if you show me this specific photo, I'm just going to assume that they have nothing at the bottom. So it makes sense.
Hold on. I will get you a better image. Oh, I can't. It's not quickly because, of course, all these stupid websites like to have 1,000 ads running. It makes my browser go like, I need ad block just on this laptop so we can do this goddamn.
Yeah, hey, websites, you wonder why we wear an ad block? It's because you got 20 ads on it.
It's because I can't scroll down.
Yeah.
No, they're fully clothed in it. They have sex. They hump with their clothing on.
I guess it must mean that this guy is absolutely, he's like the master.
Or it's the most intricate lap dances ever. Okay, so what's next, Nat?
What's that?
What's the next number?
Number 2.
Number 2?
Number 2.
Okay. Dylan, I want a transition thing. I want it to come up when she says it.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan.
GTA's infamous hot coffee mod. Didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
I didn't.
That's on the list? Wow.
So in GTA San Andreas, the first game to allow you to have a sex mini game. They tried to make it work. They didn't. So they just left it alone.
They got so much backlash.
The problem is they left a coding for it in there. So you can still just go have sex and it's a mini game.
Yep. That's why there's still so many people playing GTA San Andreas.
Explain to me how that's a minigame exactly.
You pick up a hooker.
Why? You know what?
Are you serious?
Give me number 3.
Because
give me number 3. I'll tell you how that's a minigame.
It's like Dance Dance Revolution.
Give me number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3?
Number 3.
That's because like in God of War, the sex minigames.
I remember this.
You ever did this?
Never played God of War.
Every God of War, you end up in a bathhouse or an Aphrodite love camp or whatever. There's always like multiple women, and what they'll do is you go behind the scenes, and then you have to basically do like a rhythm game. A, X, A, X. And every time you do it, it'll be like... you have to pick up the pace like this.
That's hilarious.
And then you eventually go like this, and you're hitting the buttons like crazy, and if you successfully do it, you get a bunch of health.
Oh, Rob. Why haven't you played this yet? See, now you want to pick it up, don't you?
No.
No, why not?
Why not?
I can only hope that the new God of War has that.
Okay. So the hot coffee
I
mod.
mean, why would you have sex in a video game when you can have it in real life?
Because for some people, that's
because
the
if
only
I'm
way.
in between slaying the God of War and killing off a Hydra, I just
exactly.
need to relieve myself, Rob. And I do that by playing a minigame and getting more health.
It's fair enough.
Okay. Give me a number hit.
Gary,
Number 4.
this is crazy.
Number 4.
Number 4, The Sims.
Oh yes,
That
of course.
I can see coming.
Did you know that you can have sex as ghosts?
Oh, I did
And the
not.
ghost can get
What?
pregnant?
No.
What?
And
Are
you
you
can have
serious?
a ghost baby?
No. I would have
I'm
done
not
that.
surprised.
Oh my god.
It's The Sims.
Because as terrible as this may sound, every time that my Sims would just do it without me being in charge, they would get pregnant. So I would just end up throwing the either throwing
Is that She-Hulk?
either throwing the pregnant women in a pool without any sort of any sort of like way out.
You'd throw pregnant women into a pool?
Or if they actually gave birth,
You'd throw them into an empty pool.
or if they would give birth, right? And the kid would just not stop crying. I would just put the kid in between a bunch of walls with no exit, and no one could actually take care of it.
Wow.
That's me playing The Sims.
My God.
It's a freaking video game. Goddamn, Rob.
What the hell was that?
I mean,
It's a video game. It's The Sims.
I'm just still getting past the idea that you would push a pregnant chick into a pool.
Well,
with
technically,
no
I
water.
would not push her. She would just go in there on her own. And I would just remove all the ladders.
She would just go in with my assistance, a little bit of a nudge, if you will.
Go in there.
Wow.
Give me a number hit.
Number 5, I think.
See, it's not
Number
easy,
5,
is it?
Number 5.
Okay. So there's a game called Dantes Inferno.
Oh gosh.
Yes, I've heard Dantes Inferno.
Oh my gosh.
You go through the various layers of hell?
Yeah.
Did you ever get to lust?
Oh,
I bet there's a lot
it was
of sex
beautiful.
in the lust
So
realm.
you gotta go against Cleopatra, who's a topless boss. You also had to fight a bunch of other naked women who bend over backwards and things lunge out of their crotch regions.
I remember that.
On top of all of this, Cleopatra will then grow to massive size, standing over you while you're beating down on her other women, and like creatures come out of her nipples and come after you.
I remember this. Yep. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful, it was a beautiful level.
I don't know if that counts as a sex scene, but I mean, sex can get freaky, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man.
Make it interesting. You know?
Man, Benny, you won't believe the time I had last night. So, man, I went to this bar downtown, right? Picked up this girl, got her back to my place. Girl started shooting stuff out of her nipples, man. Man, it was a wild night.
Okay.
So that's what that's all the rage in Mexico.
Is that right next to the donkey shows? I feel like this is a much more lighthearted list than our last one.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. Except
Girl shooting stuff out of her nipples. Man, y'all play some weird games.
I feel like this Listcussion series has become Benny and Nathalie educate Rob on video games he's never played.
Absolutely.
This is why I stick to Madden and Call of Duty. I don't have to worry about people shooting stuff out of their nipples in Madden 18, you know.
And Destiny, you forgot Destiny.
And Destiny.
Is there nipple shooting in Destiny? If
I'm
so, I
pretty
need to play the new
there's not.
expansion.
There's no expansion.
All right.
Number 6.
Do you know anything about what is it?
Number 6.
Say you gotta go. Say draw now.
Number 6.
Oh. Have you heard of Silent Hill?
Oh
Yes.
Have you heard of Silent Hill 2?
Yes.
Have you played Silent Hill 2?
A long time ago.
Do you remember the scene with Pyramid Head?
Oh, where he rapes the nurse?
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, I saw that and I was like, what in the hell
I will
is
not say
happening?
anything about this.
Why
Dude,
not?
it was gruesome, man. It was messed up.
I actually liked it.
Jesus.
You liked the scene?
I just like Pyramid Head in general. Stop looking at me like this.
Whoa! Hey Rob, I'm gonna try something later tonight with Nathalie. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, I'm dead.
You know, sometimes I'm afraid I'm gonna walk it like just be like, hey guys, just wanted to stop by surprise, and here's Nathalie half naked and Benny wearing Pyramid Head. Hey man, we didn't expect you to come out.
Drum here!
Really? This is what y'all do?
Actually, funny enough, I've always wanted to cosplay the nurse from Silent Hill.
I've always wanted her to cosplay
This-
the nurse from
she's got
Silent
no
Hill.
face.
This just went into an adults-only region.
What a married man and a married woman do in their own time.
It's not my
Ain't none of my
business.
concern.
Don't look in my closet. Anyway,
Wow.
Witcher 3.
Oh, number 7.
Witcher 3. Okay.
Let's say it again.
Number 7.
Okay. And Witcher 3. There's a bit of a hint of what Geralt likes at the beginning of the game.
At the very beginning with,
Right.
with Jennifer, right?
You can make the sex scene rather interesting. And the ultimate thing you can do is it's an implied sex scene with a giant stuffed unicorn
Yes.
and Yennefer
I
naked on
remember.
top of it.
Yes, that's
You
beautiful.
got it?
Yeah. It was beautiful. Can confirm it was beautiful. They're just, yeah. She just,
Man, I don't even know if I want to be on this show anymore. Y'all talking about video game chicks having sex with stuffed unicorns.
have you
Man,
seen
you're hearing
Yennefer?
this,
Okay.
right?
Do you have a picture of Yennefer at all?
No, actually, it's
I
not
hope
on this
I'm gonna
one.
be
Just
okay.
pick one. Just pull
I'm
it
gonna
up.
do it.
Like the actual scene, the picture with her on unicorn. You need to see Yennefer. You will change your mind. You will change your mind.
I've seen what she looks like. She's not a bad looking video game character. Having sex with a stuffed unicorn?
No,
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 on it.
on it. Yes, Geralt and her are having sex on it.
That makes even less sense than what I was thinking of
Why
a second ago.
not? It's
At
her
least I
fetish.
thought the horn could be put to some use.
Oh my god!
They're just
Whoa! You just
sitting
went way too dark
on-
with it, Rob.
They're just
Way too
sitting
dark.
on a unicorn.
No.
That's a giant stuffed unicorn.
It's not. It's no different than people just with their kinks. I mean,
That's your kink?
no, people with kinks in general.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
can
man.
get weird.
I've had women take me home to their house and want to have sex on a stuffed unicorn. My first question was, where'd you get it from?
I love how he goes southern. Okay.
Yes, number 8.
Number
Well, I
8.
have a southern accent. I just try to keep it hidden most of the time.
Oh, I know. I love when it comes out though. It's things like this. So we're gonna end this on number 8 because if this does well,
We'll
let
just
us
keep
know.
going?
There's
Yeah.
plenty to keep going with. Have you played South Park: Stick of Truth?
Oh my god.
Oh, I haven't. No, I don't think I played Stick of Truth.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna pull the scene up for you,
Oh
Rob.
no.
God.
So eventually, he's our camera guy's playing Stick of Truth.
I like how everybody knows where this is going but me. And I'm kind of scared.
Okay, guys. So you're in a battle, and something is going on. At this point, Dylan should have put something on the screen.
Poor little that's coming right for us.
Is that a giant hairy ball sack?
So the context for this scene is you've shrunk down to fight the gnomes who are in your house, and your parents are having sex. During this battle, you need to dodge your dad's ball sack.
That is the most South Park thing I've ever heard of. Man, he is wearing her out. Jesus Christ.
On that note, guys,
Wow.
what did you think of that scene, Natalie?
I've seen it before. It was
When you played the game?
Yeah, it was something.
So, those are 8 incredibly weird sex scenes in video games.
For some reason, I thought
If you're wondering, the
throw-
list I gathered one from Dorkly and I gathered one from Red Bull. Redbull.com apparently does a list now. Everyone does a list, just proving my point that they all repeat the same information.
Yeah, because everybody loves lists.
Yeah.
If
Does your
anything-
list agree with my list? Let's find out.
So our first list, these 8,
I thought you'd be throwing in like Heavy Rain or something.
I'm not that's a part 2.
Oh, sorry.
Heavy Rain has a scene where you get injured and you're all bandaged up, and then you have an awkward sex scene with a character, and you have to do things like slide right to put your hand over her face, slide
So
up
weird,
to hold
man.
her on top
It
of her.
really is bad.
Interactive sex scenes. So I guess number 9.
And number 10, Mass Effect. I mean,
Mass Effect, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, I know about Mass Effect. I'm just...
yeah, Heavy Rain is pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Nothing beats South Park's balls, though, in my opinion.
I mean, there was a giant ball sack swinging.
Yep.
And they had
At
that.
Comic Historian, at Comics Explained, at Zodico Candy, Rob is going to be in disbelief for the next hour.
I mean, this is just weird.
And we will see you guys next time. Right here. I'm trying
At
that. How's it?
Eligible
Peace.
Monster. Oh, wow.
Peace.